Hi, it's Dean here, Managing Director at Oceania Aquatic and Fitness. First of all, welcome to the club. It's great that you've decided to come and join us and improve your health and fitness through becoming a member here. When it comes to strength training, that's one of the most important things people come to us to find out about. And the key thing with strength training is making sure, first of all, you don't hurt yourself, and the important thing there is to make sure you warm up a little bit first. Start off by using a load that's a little bit lighter, ease into it, and then make sure that you're fully warmed up before you start working a little bit harder. But the next thing you need to worry about is making sure you use a load that by the end of the set you start to struggle with it. You shouldn't stop at a particular number of repetitions, but somewhere between 10 and 15 is what we normally recommend. But by the time you get to 15, it should be pretty much the last one you can do. If you can do a few more, we'll keep going, but next time probably choose a little bit, next dumbbell up or the next kettlebell or 5 kilos extra on the pin loaded if you're using the pin loaded equipment. But the key thing with strength training is making sure that you actually put the muscles under stress so they respond by getting stronger. If you don't do that, well, you certainly won't get stronger. The other thing you've got to really be careful of is making sure that you lower the weight slowly through the lowering phase, because that's where you actually get most of your strength. If you do an arm curl, say, and you curl the weight up and then just let it drop quickly, you're missing half the benefit, because lowering the weight back to the starting position is actually where you get most of your strength, to be honest. So always make sure you work slowly through the lowering phase of the exercise to get the maximum benefit from it. But like I said, the key thing is using enough load so that you start to feel it towards the end of the set. And if you find it's a little bit easier, well, then increase it. It should never be really hard and you can't lift it or move it to start with. It's around that 12 to 15 repetitions when you really start to feel it. But over time, you find your strength can increase really quickly in the first 30 days. Some people can increase their strength by, up to double the amount of weight they started with. But the most important thing is remembering that at the end of the day, if you put the work in, train correctly. The other thing I forgot to mention there is you still also keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Exhale as you're exerting, and then make sure that you train with a little bit of intensity to get the maximum benefit from your workouts. If you've got any questions, make sure you come back and see us. But to be honest, over the years I've seen more people work with too light a weight and not really get the benefit, rather than actually challenging themselves to get a little bit stronger by using something that they find a little bit difficult by the end of the set, and certainly by the third set you should be starting to feel it. Anyway, well, good luck with everything. If you need any help, make sure you come back and talk to us.